Hey, y'all, and welcome to Roundtable Talk with Tay and May,
where we aspire to show you no matter what you look like,
whether you're rocking jeans and Jordans or pearls and heels,
no matter what you've done or what you may still be struggling with,
addiction, promiscuity, drinking, depression, whatever. There is a seat in the kingdom for you. So come on in. We invite you to have a seat at the table as we do real talk, kingdom style. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday, y'all. Welcome to, I'm so excited, y'all. And I don't know if it's because it's Friday, but I'm extra joyful. And so, don't mind me if you be like, what is going on with her? But yes, welcome again. We are so grateful to have y'all, like always. Welcome to episode 23 of Roundtable Talk with Tay
and May. Hey, everybody. Like my sis said, it's been a minute. Well, it feels like it's been a minute since we've been on here.
Yeah.
I'm just feeling so joyous today. I think it's going to be a real good show.
It is. And you know what? I think that's it. I think, because I ain't going to lie, y'all, I've been tired all week long. I've been legit. You know how you be tired? Your eyes be burning?
Yes, I hate that feeling. That's not a
by the time nighttime hits, my eyes be burning, y'all. And so we got an amazing show. We got some amazing guests. And I think all of a sudden I just got this joy. So that's definitely, I'm a tribute to that. So May, fill our beautiful people in on what's going to happen on tonight.
So for tonight, we're actually carrying on from Be the Light Part 1. But this time we have some amazing guests that are coming on here to join us. Some amazing gentlemen that are out here within our community doing things kingdom style to make things happen. Not just for themselves, but built in God's kingdom to give him the glory that he can get. We met one of the individuals a few weeks ago. If you were on our live stream, we went all the way to Delaware and we rocked out with them. DJ LA. He was amazing. Actually, Tay went to one of his revivals down there in Coachville that they had, and she saw that it was happening. So she said, we got to go to this event. So I'm like, well, when and where? And we showed up and we showed out and we were partying. I said, I can only imagine how it's going to be when we get to heaven. So, yeah, so we're just excited for him to be on here. So we thank him for his presence. And also we have 10 of Life joining us. And 10 of Life is always in our comment section, giving us good feedback, giving us good word. He has his own podcast as well. So I'm just excited. And it's actually somebody who Tay and I prayed for to be on our platform. So look how God orchestrated that out just from viewing. And then we worked it out for him to be on our show. So I'm just looking forward to this. And they'll be joining us soon here, just in a few minutes. So don't get, keep your patience up because they're coming on here. And this is going to be a lit episode. I'm so excited for what they're able to share with us tonight. So what you got going on, sis? How was your actually we haven't been on here in what, like 3 weeks now? It's been a while. I think she's frozen on the screen, but anyway, I'll keep on talking so I can keep us going on and on. But I'm just so joyous and excited for what is able to come before us, like us coming on this platform here for you guys. We've been rocking out with y'all since last year, actually. And God has been doing some amazing things, not only in my life, but people around me. And I know usually during this time we do our brag about God and we play our song, but like I said, my sister's having a little issue with her technology, so I'm just gonna roll with it. But anyway, one of my nieces was in a serious car accident in July, and we have been praying and praying and praying continuously for her. And just this week, it's like she's coming up out of the coma. So y'all praise God for the work that He's doing. I just went to visit her on Wednesday, and she had her eyes open. So I took a picture of her, and she is just so, so, so beautiful. And I just thank God for what He's doing and showing His work in hand, because it's amazing the doctors who said that she wasn't going to make it. It's amazing some of her own family members who thought that she wasn't going to make it. So I'm just grateful beyond words for what He's doing. So that's my brag about God for this week. And I think my sister's back on, so maybe she has something that she wants to share as well.
Listen, y'all. I do not know what first you post like people, then I see like both of our circles, swirling around. I'm like, what am I? Kind of find out it was mine, but all is well. Wi-Fi acting shady for the last 2 days, but it's gonna be all right. So there we go. Listen, can you hear me?
Your sounds, your signal's a little messed up. Fix your signal.
Okay.
It still sounds like it's down a little bit.
Okay, so you keep rocking. I'm gonna come back. Okay, so here it goes. Y'all, I am so sorry. My Wi-Fi what service is acting up. But thank you, sis. I seen your message in the comments. You know what? We are I don't even know where we was. Oh, brag about God. Yeah, so my brag about God is hold on, okay, there we go. This past so my summer has been like um super busy like all summer. Um and it's been unique, but God is still good. And it just seems like almost every weekend there was something going on. Either I had an event or some type of family function or something like that. But one of the things that me and my family wanted to do, we was like, we wanted to go to the beach. And I was like, wanting to get the kids there before school started. That didn't happen, y'all. But ended up getting them there this past weekend. So my family and I went to Ocean City, Maryland, and it was like super amazing. We had such a great time. Yeah, so that is my brag about God. Just family. That's my brag about God. Like I'm so grateful for family. I'm grateful for biological. I'm grateful for the people that He has blessed me with that have become family. Like the people that have become a bonus. Like I have such an amazing family, but the people that He has blessed me with, and they just like become a bonus. And something super exciting happened to me. But I'm not sure if I'm ready to share. But yeah, like May was saying, it's funny because truly an answered prayer. So yeah. So God is good. So let's go on and go on vacation. It was truly amazing. So without further ado, before my stuff keeps acting up and not letting me be great, we are going to bring our gentleman on. Like May said, so excited to have these two wonderful gentlemen. I love having any of our guests on here. I think it blesses me double though when we have the fellas on here. I so miss May. It's funny. I think I came across the flyer of our Men's Matter series, like, and that was just like mind blowing. So I love having the fellas on here because not seeing men don't right or men aren't, but I think you see more publicly, right? Women, females, glorifying God, mentioning God, out here. These dudes is actually out here doing footwork for the Lord. And I think that the world needs more of that altogether, overall, absolutely. But it like I said, it's a cool thing when you see the fellas, because I think that it just encourages other fellas to like, yeah, let's get on board. So without further ado, here are our two amazing guests. Y'all, we got DJ LA and Mr. Tyrone Riggs from Scent of Life, y'all.
What's good, y'all? What's good?
Hello. So y'all, so viewers, right? I don't know if y'all remember, but our last show, I kept on shouting out this DJ, and me and May was talking about this event that we was going to, called the Worship Lounge. We had shared that flyer. So y'all, this is DJ LA, right? And we was already super excited, right? Um, Me personally, because like I had explained that show, like that was literally like legit, like I can't even say like I like prayed it like in an amen way, but we know prayer is like anytime you talk to God, right? And I remember, Lamar, it was funny because I remember when I'm gonna say like transform me into my new creature, right? What's up, Ty? What's up, Tyrone? Like
What
yeah,
up?
when I was
What up?
to my new creature, right? Um, you know, I was heavy into like Trey songs. I was heavy into, and I'm listening and I'm riding and I'm listening to this music. And I'm like, dang, Trey, I love you, but you contradicting everything I'm trying to do right. And it was like, gotta give it up. But just being realistic, like I still love music. I still love dancing. I still love partying. But you just start to do it and like to do it in a different way. And I'm like, God, it would be so and no. So one of my friends put me on a Christian rap, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, this is lit. And I was like, God, I think it was like riding down the road. I was like, God, it would be so decent if there was like a Christian club. And like that was just it. And that was like years ago. And so, man, you have no idea. Like, May explained. I came across DJ LA last month. I went to a local revival in my area, and like there was this DJ there, and he had this picture where he turned up, y'all, right? And then like they shared this flyer about the worship lounge and this. And so I'm like, oh, I'm in there because I gotta see what this is about. So that's how that came about. How I came across DJ LA, and y'all, like May said, it was so amazing, and that's just a prime example to us that God don't leave nothing out. Like, and how you don't miss anything when you leave the world. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm gonna have to give up this. Listen. It's never a loss. You gonna always gain when you give up something. You gonna always gain something better. And he like, listen. He understands us as his kids. He like, listen. I know you like dancing, and you like. Listen. So I got something else for you. So God is dope. So, so as y'all can see, we got Mr. Tyrone Rickland. So, May, do you want to, well, listen, Tyrone, you can do that. You can do that yourself. Introduce yourself to the people, and tell us what you got going on.
Y'all already know, man. It's the 10 of life, baby. 100, man. Straight from the people's profit. Some people have nonprofits, right? A lot of people got nonprofits, but the 10 of life I put a spin on it. We are our people's profit because the people truly profit here at the 10 of life. You know what I mean? So that's all in a nutshell what it is. Just trying to bridge the gaps between the communities. Some people, man, just be so stuck on their city. Only on their city, you know what I mean? You gotta focus on helping each other out, no matter where you at, what zip code. I think America did that to us, you know what I mean? It separated us. You supposed to love where you from, right? That's of course you're supposed to love where you from. You're supposed to rep where you from, but also if you got the means of helping someone else next city next to you. Why not extend your hand? Why not help the next person out? You know what I mean? No matter where you from, so because it takes a village. So that's the whole concept about the 10 of life. We give back as far as the clothing, the food. We do community events, everything like that. We got the podcast popping. We almost up there with the round table. We ain't making it up there yet, but once we get to the round table, we gonna keep on working. You know what I mean? But so like I said, the thing is, man, just the 10 of life, man. It's the people's profit. Like I said, man. I'm here. I'm proud to be here with the round table. You know what I mean? I got LA and I just met him. We Chester in the building. Chester and Coachville once again at the table. I mean, we got to put that on the forefront too.
That is so true.
For sure.
Divine intervention between y'all two as well. We just found that out backstage. That's nothing but God right there.
Yeah, that's it.
That's on facts. Yeah.
That's a big fact.
It really is. And y'all are both doing amazing things, and I'm just excited to see what God's going to plan going ahead. Like you're doing so much for the community out there. Not like I said in the flyer, not just in your local community, but you're doing it all over. And then with you, DJ LA, you just traveled. Where were you at? North Carolina, South Carolina, something like that?
Yeah. I actually was just in Charlotte last weekend, man, serving, through DJing and just, and let me just share this quick testimony. It's crazy because the event that somebody booked me for, it didn't work out. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna try to find a ministry to serve. So I connected with this church. You know how they got all these little like church groups. Connected with this
Yeah.
church, man. It was just so dope, man. They was out there serving the people. They said they do it, I think every first and third Friday or something like that, man. They had
Mhm.
like ribs, sausages. I mean, they fed the people who had clothes. But I say all that to say, man, just that, you know, God is truly good, man. And it ain't even about me, man. It's about him. So I went down there. The event that I even went down there for turned into just me. I DJ'd for them for free. Honestly, I just wanted to just minister, man. So it was just a really good time to disconnect, man. So
That's awesome, brother. That's awesome, man.
thank you.
And anything I can do
And
to help out, I'll help out, bro. I'm here for you.
that's amazing. And so like we shared, so this is episode, so this is Let There Be Light part 2. And as you can see, you know, what both of you gentlemen are doing, that's what they're, you know, we're called to be the light, right? So DJ Elliott, especially so with music, right? With music, we know music is powerful, right? And I remember once upon a time hearing the older people say, right, you know, oh, that music, and you think they being so extra, but then when you grow up and you start to I remember I used to be like, they just so deep. Like, okay, so the music's gonna make me and no, like, but that's when you don't want to accept it, right? And that is so true because music is definitely a dark. You know, depending on what you listen to, that thing, music can take you into a state of depression. Music can take you into a state of got you doing some things you ain't supposed to be doing. Like, music is definitely powerful. So for you to be a Christian DJ, right? One, thank you, right? Thank you for like listening. Yeah, I'm a definitely be that set apart. And so, how did you start out as a Christian DJ?
That's dope, man. That's dope, yo.
So let's keep it on it. I would say, of course not, and I only say that because not like God is not powerful, but like it's not a popular thing. So before I got saved, like y'all said, I was turned up, man. In college, I used to be at all the parties, you know, all that stuff, you know, just all that stuff. And then honestly, when I was in college, I wanted to DJ a little bit, but it just never worked out. So when I got saved during COVID, I saw like all the DJs and stuff doing like, you know, the online concerts and all that stuff. And I said, dang, I said, I've never heard of a Christian DJ. It just popped in my
Me
mind.
neither. I never heard of that, yo.
Crazy, right? So I said, you know what? I said, what if I just did this? And I said, if I did it for you. And then as I started to do it, it started out, man, just me DJing with my family in the basement. You know what I mean? Especially me and my son, we just getting it in on the ones and twos. Like he just rocking out. I had like one little turntable, this little amp. And, you know, he just loved it, man. I enjoyed doing it. And I said, yo, I'm just finding all this good music. Because the first Christian rapper I ever heard, I heard Lecrae, but like really listened to was a Christian rapper called Miles Minnick. And then I heard it, and I'm like, oh, this is upbeat and it's good. Like, you know what I mean? It's lit. So from there, you know, I asked this one church, could I DJ for them? They let me DJ. And from there, man, God has just opened up so many doors, man. And I've been real intentional about like, cause I'm not even gonna lie. When I first started, it was a little frustrating because it's just like, damn, I'm not getting booked. Like, God, I'm doing, and it wasn't even about just getting booked, but just the understanding that I was trying to use my gift. And I just felt like, dang, like, why am I not being used? But God was teaching me just to be humble. Don't get caught up in like, you know, because let's be real, people honor the DJ like they honor the pastor. So really just trying to make sure with the right heart and not being so focused on like, oh, I'm the DJ. Oh, I got this personality. And once I really humbled myself, just started being more intentional, even more intentional to God. Like, now I was playing Christian music, but I'm not gonna lie, I had some like worldly instrumentals, but it was just an instrumental. But God was like, until you get rid of that, you're not even gonna move on. So as soon as I deleted it, I tell you, everything just changed, man. And ever since then, I've been like at all the churches, like even the pastor out in Coatesville, I met him just randomly at a former co-worker's birthday party. He was like, yeah, I wanna book you. I wanna see how it goes. And from there, I did that event. This was the second year in a row. So that's pretty much how I became. man, just with the heart and the intention that I love music, and I know a lot of people wasn't truly doing it for God.
Yo,
That's a
God is
beautiful
good,
testimony.
man.
That's good. Yeah, that's real good. Because like you said, once you let go of what the world wanted you to listen to, you opened up your heart to what God wanted you to do. Now look at the doors that he's opening for you. And he's taking you from place to place and traveling all over and letting people see. Like, that sets you apart in so many different ways. Because like all of us are just amazed at a Christian DJ. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I came to the worship lounge. But just like from the moment that we were there, because we were one of the first ones to get there, myself, my husband, and one of our girlfriends became. And it was just like your presence, like you were so forthcoming with everything and so welcoming. And then once we got in there, it was just like, okay. And like I said during the intro here, like the music that was being played and how everybody was just worshiping, hands in the air. Like, you think when you go to church and everybody's worshiping, and then we're in there like that at a place that's like a club, and we're all in there dancing around with our hands in the air. Now imagine what heaven's gonna be like, y'all. Lit.
It was lit in there, man. And I gotta shout y'all out. I gotta thank y'all so much for coming, man, because and it's crazy because, to be honest with you, y'all wouldn't even believe this, but I didn't even know that they were going to share the flyer. I had never sent the event. So when I go to events, I try not to, again, make it about me. Like, it's all about God. They invited me to do, and then I go sit down. And if y'all remember, I went to go sit in the back. I try not to, you know what I mean, just make a scene. So I'm looking up, and I look up, and I see my flyer. I'm like, oh, snap. I asked the pastor, I'm like, where did y'all get that from? They like, oh, we got it from your flyer. I'm like, that's a good, your Facebook. I'm like, oh, that's a good look. But I didn't even ask them to share it. So I just thank God that they even shared it. So that's
Wow.
good. I think
That's good.
Coming up, man.
That's awesome.
Because
That's
it really good.
That's
So
awesome, man.
So now what I'm thinking though is with you, Tyrone, when we were planning to do like the thing for the kids and stuff like that, we need to try and incorporate and get some music on, is what I'm thinking now.
Man, listen, we got LA now. We got LA in the building now.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
go.
what I'm thinking.
Let's make it. Let's make it work. That's what God. You know, this all about the village. We talk about the village. Shout out to Miss Pamela Deck from out Coastville. I met her. She's the first one that said it to me when I was out there giving back on 8th Avenue. She said it takes a village, and ever since that, I've ran with it. So shout out to Miss Pamela Deck. That's 100.
That's the truth. So what you got coming up, 10 of Life? Anything good? Anything?
What I got going on? Man, you know what, man? What's been going on right now? A whole lot of podcasting, man. Just a whole lot of podcasting. Like, you know, the podcast is doing well. People are chiming in now. And it's amazing that you talking about God. I tell you guys right now, listen, man, Jesus is the way. I don't care what nobody say. Jesus is the way. I don't care what nobody say, man. I'm telling you right now. And the way maker, man, I'm telling you right now. He'll take a zero and make him a hero. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. Listen, just put all your faith in him. But anyway, yeah, just a whole lot of podcasting, like, and it's positive stuff too. You know, like, ain't no ratchet stuff going on. It's like I'm trying, like, the podcast is like really zooming in on community heroes, entrepreneurs, like people like, you know, LA. You know what I mean? You should pull up, because that was you right now. What you're doing is very unique. You don't hear that. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. You don't hear no like stuff like that. You on a whole new lane by yourself, bro. I mean, so I would love to have you come on the podcast, bro, and I mean, tell your story too. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man,
I'm just letting you know when I'm up there.
Yeah. That's facts. And I think the round table, man, tell you May. That's facts, man. Like, you know, you guys highlighting us, but you guys need to be highlighted as well. For everything that you're doing, you know what I mean? Like, you guys are putting in great work, you know. And I'm telling you right now, doing podcasting, and people don't watch TV no more. They don't watch TV. They do podcasting. Everybody podcasts. Everybody on podcasting now. So, you know, this wave to just keep up with the wave. I mean, and y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all look professional. Y'all look like y'all 10 years in plus. You know what I mean? Like, y'all got. That's when you know God got something to do with it. You know, you don't have to. I mean, he'll give you everything that you need when you need it. You know, so. Like I said, man, like we all doing great, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we got to continue to do God's work, man. And like you said, LA, it don't got nothing to do with me. All got to do with God, man. That's facts.
Absolutely, and I agree with that. And I don't know if you were tuned into like some of our very first work when we first got the podcast. Tay and I, we actually shared our testimony with it, like how God gave me a vision and a dream as far as myself on a platform speaking, and I was with another individual. Now Tay and I, we grew up together. We have a lot of people that are within the same crew, but we never really linked up into adulthood. So we linked up like 3-4 years ago, and I was telling her about my vision, but she actually had the same vision that came about. So then that's once one day she was just like, it was laid on my heart to do a podcast. So I was like, oh, well, maybe that's what the Lord was setting before me at that time. But I didn't know that it was going to be a podcast, but he worked it all out. It was already orchestrated. It's just we had to be obedient. And when we're obedient, just as what DJ LA was saying, once he cut that music out, look how he started flourishing. And even with everything that's going on with 10 of Life, like once you're obedient to what God wants you to do, he takes you to a whole other level. There's no other way. Like you said, Jesus is the way. So my other question for you, DJ LA, do you have anything coming up in our local area again so that maybe some of these people in Coatesville can link with you?
Oh, absolutely, man. So this is what I got coming up. So I decided, because we don't have a lot of Christian radio stations, I decided to do my own online one. We actually were just live about an hour ago. It's called Christ Vibe Radio. If it's not a vibe if Christ is not in it. So listen, at Christ Vibe Radio, we turn up. So every year, right now, we do 2 large events. We do a summer event, which was the Christ Vibe Summer Fest. That was a huge success. We did that in New Jersey, but our fall festival is actually going to be in Delaware. So October 28th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. is the Christ Vibe Festival, where we have Christian artists, a spoken word. This year is a big deal. We actually got a Christian praise dancer, and we got a Christian reggae artist. So this is amazing, man. And listen, we turned up. We have a Christian vendor that's going to be there for clothing and for food. So it's all Christian oriented. Of course, I'm on the ones and twos. And listen, man, not only is it a dope time just naturally in regards to the music and all that, but spiritually, it's really good, man. At the end of the event, man, we open up the altar just for people to get their heart right, man. And the Christ Vibe Fest, also a portion of the fall festival, goes towards my church. We actually have ministries in Haiti and Jamaica. So half the proceeds are going to go to support them, man. A lot of those countries got a lot going on, especially our ministries in Haiti. Just for y'all to understand, if y'all don't know, man, Haiti is like one of the poorest countries.
Yes,
we have a bishop over there that is like literally the food we send over there, sometimes all they may eat, the medicine, all that stuff. So last year, I think we donated like $500. This year, I'm hoping we can sell out so we can send half of the proceeds over there just to support them, man. And listen, so I just need y'all to pull up. Y'all can get y'all tickets on Eventbrite.
Yeah, and also you talk about, and also too, I work with Kenya too. Kenya, Africa, over in Africa too. We actually meet Fatima West. Shout out to Fatima West too. We out there working, man, with Brother Rob Soy and the Maasai tribe. We're out there helping them out with some same things you guys are doing too. Helping them out. Right now they dealing with trying to get some clean water. The towers up there to get some clean water, because right now the water there is like contaminated, and plus they got to walk miles and miles there to get to water to bathe and everything like that. So we always trying to be a blessing to them as well.
And I got a trick for you, if I could just jump in. What we do for clean water, we help send over tablets. There's like a tablet purifier for water. You can send it over, and that way, if they have water that's not clean, they put the tablet in there, and now they ain't got to go for it.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I need you in my corner, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna lock for sure.
So how can we find the Christ Vibe Radio? Is there a website or anything that you have?
So right now, it's just all through my Instagram, DJ LA for Christ. If you go on there, that's where we go live. That's where we just do all of our live streaming right now. The Vision, if y'all want to support, man, listen, the Vision is the one day have an official radio station where we got just an opportunity for Christian artists, especially our local artists, to come and share their gifts. So they can find me just on my Instagram, DJ LA for Christ.
And 10 of Life, how can we find your ministry?
Yeah, you go right to Tyrone Ricks on Facebook, or 10 of Life on my business page on Facebook. I'm on Instagram as well, 10 of Life. So y'all just follow me on all social media platforms, YouTube. You can see all my podcasts as well too. So listen, it takes a village. You know, I don't care if you got a nonprofit or whatever you got going on. Everybody's mission is the same. Hopefully, it's supposed to be anyway, to have a better community. You know, it's not about who can do the most. You know what I mean? A lot of people get that misconstrued. Now, if everybody's mission is to help the people, then we all should be able to come together on one accord and bless the people that need to be blessed. That's facts. So yeah, just tap in, hit my page, man. Tyrone Ricks, like I said, on Facebook, 10 of Life. You know what I mean? Just follow me and connect with me. You're always looking for family members.
And I agree with that, because each thing that we're doing to build the kingdom together, we're stronger together, is what it boils down to.
Yes,
and it's giving
sure.
God the glory and building up the kingdom. And that's what we're here for. Like, we're meant to be fishers of men. The more goodness that we're doing, we're shining that light that we're talking about. We're shining it on our community. We're shining it worldwide. We're shining it globally, because that's what Jesus would do. And that's what we're here for. We're out here to serve his purpose and serve what he wants us to do. So just in the small bits of the information that you guys have given to us tonight, that right there is a light. So why not? Why wouldn't we want to join something like that? That's a good vision.
That's right. Yes. Yo, listen, the round table is on fire. I'm trying to tell you. Wow.
What you got for us, sis? What's up? You've been quiet.
I do not know what is wrong with my service, but all is well. Like, I literally, I was hearing bits and pieces. Y'all sound like 3 robots, but it's cool. What was I gonna, Tyrone, how did 10 of Life get started? We know how DJ LA got started. How did you get started with 10 of Life?
That's a good question, Chad. I appreciate that. I let the people know. I actually started the 10 of Life during COVID. I bought a U-Haul truck, right? And I converted the back of the U-Haul truck to a community center on wheels. So, and I posted up on 7 Hayes right down in the city of Chester, right there. You from Chester, you probably familiar where the senior citizen building is, where urgent care and all that stuff is right there. So I set up right there. It would be a drop-off point, and people would come through, like communities come through and drop off donations, get donations. I used to work with Phil Abundance, so every Tuesday and Thursday, I would go up to the Philadelphia hub, fill my whole U-Haul truck up with food, come back and bless everybody. You know what I mean? Like, from everybody from all over my cities, from everywhere, just blessing people. So that's how I got started. And plus, and I had a tent down there, right? I brought a tent, right? And the people came. So I said, how can I put the tent and the people together? Tent of Life. So that's how the 10 of Life came about.
Wow, that's powerful right there. And it's funny because I was doing the same thing. I coupon. So when I am blessed with an abundance, I'll be donating to all these different places. I'll be giving stuff away to people. Like, I'm the Oprah of the community with stuff. Like, I'll be like, you get shoes. I'll be giving away underclothes and everything to people. Like, you're getting stuff, you're getting something. So we have to talk. Yeah, we got to talk.
Come on, let's go. Let's connect like the S-Box.
Yes, we sure are.
That's facts. That's facts. Yeah, so like I said, yeah, man, I want to give a couple of shout outs too. Can I get a couple of shout outs if you don't mind? There's a couple of people that's real close to me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shout out to my partner, Chef Lamont, man. You feel me? That's my community brother, man. I mean, like, he actually been giving back to Chester and all around the world, around America, way back. He the one of the persons that inspired me in my city to do what I'm doing. You know, and shout out, when it comes to Coatesville, shout out to Sister Jackie Alameen. Wow. I love Sister Jackie. Sister Jackie's, she's been 10 of Life since day one, since I came to Coatesville, holding me down, just always been there supporting. And happy birthday to Sister Tanya too. Sister Tanya White. Everybody loves Sister Tanya White, man. She has a heart of gold. She gives back. Every time I come to Coatesville, she's always willing to give back, step up to the plate. She makes her favorite rice. You got to tap in with her rice. She got this Spanish rice. I'm telling you right now, it's different. I'm telling you right now. Papoose, Remy Ma, they all had her rice. It's just crazy. But yeah, so yeah, shout out and shout out to, you know, man, people already know what it is, man. I love Coatesville as a whole, Westchester, PA, Chester, PA. They're my 3 main places that I work with, you know, on a regular. So shout out to Westchester, Chester, and Coatesville, man. I love them, man. Love them to death. Love all y'all. That's facts.
So Lamar, like I said, I was hearing bits and pieces of what y'all was seeing. So what is your next event that you have? Because I'm sorry if you're repeating yourself. I just missed it. So do you have any upcoming events in this area? I did see that you were in, what was that, North Carolina. I seen that. And so that's major. So this responding to what you said, like that is a prime example of like when you trust God, right? Because that's the thing. And not that we don't know God is God, not that we don't trust God, right? But to do that thing where you step out, where you hear God say, do this, and like you said, it's something that nobody is doing. That's not an easy thing. You know what I mean? But to trust God in that way, and you are a prime example of like, listen, go with God, because look what He has you doing. You know, you're from this area, but yeah, He got you all the way down south, and this is just the beginning. Like, so that's that example where it's like God will enlarge His territory. You know what I mean? And the world will tell you, you know, you got to do it this way to be famous. You got to do it this way to be wealthy. You just got to do it this way. No, you don't. No, you
Right.
don't. Like, and that's the blessing about knowing, because we are children of God. You know, some just don't know it yet. But once you tap in and you like, listen, I'm a daughter of God. I'm a son of God. It's like I don't gotta do nothing. I don't gotta scheme, scrape, scrounge. I don't gotta compromise because my father owns 1,000 cattle on the hills. Like what you trying to give me? It's my father's. That's mine. Like I don't gotta. You know what I mean? But again, it's not easy, especially in the world, the society we live in, right? And then we're all young. Right?
Right.
And so I commend both of y'all because you know we all could be doing different things with our gifts and talents. I think about May. You know, if we was on here gossiping, like we would probably have like, you know, major, but nah, because like I don't know which one I said, but like nah, like everything we do, I'm determined to do it for the glory of God. You know what I'm saying? So like I can, and this is what the episode is about. This is what that light is all about, because there's so much darkness, but yet there's also so much light. But like Tyrone, when you and May were on our video conference, you know, the darkness, bad, and the negative is what's glorified, what's magnified, is what is shown. But there's so much good. Like, you know what I mean? Like even, you know, what life is doing. How many people know there's a Christian DJ? You know what I'm saying? So that's why thank y'all for allowing us to expose and put people onto the gifts that are y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's about. Like working together, like they said, because there's power in numbers. There's power in numbers, and like light drive out darkness. And so like it that's just the bottom line. That's just the bottom line. So for us all to continue to just be that light.
Yes. Hey, Tay, you trying to have church? You trying to have church here? It's Friday now. You wanna have church or something? You trying to bring church here on Friday?
No,
come on. Don't start it now.
No, so
Where the pool pit? Where the pool pit?
Listen, we are the church. We have church everywhere we go. We can't help it. We can't help it. We can't help it. Look, you don't even know it, then you accidentally start saying the word and be like, wait. Like, yeah, right. But yeah, Lamar, so do you have any events that is close enough that we can get to? Because I'm definitely trying to come out and do it again with you.
Yeah. So I'll share again, and I know it was technology, but it's all good because this helps out promo. So just again, we're doing the second annual Christ Vibe Festival, the Fall Festival that's happening October 28th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Claymont, Delaware. We'll have Christian artists performing, spoken word, praise dancers, rappers. I will be DJing. There will be a Christian vendor there, clothing and food vendor. Tickets right now, again, are $15 for adults and $5 for children. Again, half of the proceeds will go to support ministries in Haiti and Jamaica. Last year, we raised about $500 to send over there to them. So it's going to a good cause, and also just my ministry period to continue to do these events. God is my number one source for funding all these things. So
there you go. There you go.
Absolutely. So Tyrone, does the Ten of Life have it? And I know you're like always out and about doing stuff.
Right.
So y'all make sure so that we don't forget at the end of the show, make sure y'all go and follow both of these gentlemen on our social media pages so that you can keep up with them, the amazing things that they got going on. As you see, they have they're doing great things. So if you're able to even sew into that stuff, and just keep track of what they're doing, follow them for sure. But yeah, does Ten of Life have any upcoming events, and things that people come up?
Yeah. We talk about the Fall Fest. We got Fall Fest. I do a Fall Fest every year for Coatesville, Westchester, and Coatesville. I'll keep the flyers. I think we're gonna do Coatesville this year first, and then Westchester. Then we're gonna go back home, Chester. We're gonna finish there. And the flyers will be coming out real soon. So support the cause, support the Ten of Life, man. We everywhere. We Wi-Fi, baby. We everywhere. We plugged in, connected. You know what I mean? Like, and we just trying to help as many as people in our reach. You know what I mean? Like, and ain't no drama over here. You know what I mean? A lot of people got drama, fighting to get up top, this and that. Nah, we all one. We all one, man. Like, we all got one mission, is to help the next person out, the next community out. That's what it is. And like I said, tap in. We got the three fall festival, fall festivals coming up for all three cities, and we're gonna hit them hard. Probably like next week, you'll see the flyers in a rotation.
So we will definitely thank you for that. Yeah, so we definitely will be sharing it. So roundtable audience, if this is your first time on, welcome. And make sure y'all go to our Roundtable Talk with Tate and May page and become a member. Yeah, so to our regulars, we will definitely be sharing out these flyers, information. So again, y'all can keep up with the fellas got going on. So listen, we definitely gotta put something together. We definitely gotta put something together. I know it's about to be cold. It's about to be that weather where I know, like, once you get in the house and come back, nobody's trying to come back outside. But we definitely gotta put something together. Have DJ LA on the ones and twos. Have Ten of Life in the building. For sure. And even, it pops in my head just like watching what we're doing, and it goes with what May said. And it pops in my head like this is what it's about. And I humbly say, right, like what everybody right here is, even individually, right? Even individually and then collectively, what we're all doing because of God, right? We're showing people God, because there are people who right now are at the stage in their life, they're not going to walk in no church. They're not going to link, hop on no Bible study. They're not trying to hear nothing about Jesus. So what speaks louder than any words that we can, any of us ever say, right? When somebody don't know God, but they like, yo, who this dude? They keep popping up. He handing out this, he doing that, and he kind and then he dapping me up. Like that right there, they see in the heart of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that right there, so there's that attract, not the outer, but when we have the light of the Lord, there's that attractiveness about us that draws people to us, and then ultimately will draw them to God. You know what I'm saying? Lamar, what you're doing, same thing. Some people is like, what? Ain't nobody, like, I ain't gonna I still tell some people, I'll be like, listen, I'm not capping y'all. Christian rap is the bomb, and they like some saved people, they like, I don't know if I don't even know who Bizzle is. Like, I'm not trying. Like, no, they really be. Yeah, they probably corny. And I'm like, trust me. So, you know what I mean? Somebody accidentally, you know what I mean, come across what you're doing, and the beat catch them. So now they stay on.
Come on.
And then it's like, wait a minute. So again, like letting that light shine, letting God use us, right? Letting us, who we are through Him, minister to somebody before, you know what I mean, they're willing to walk into church. You know what I mean? So that's why are important. You know what I mean? Like you got some people who once upon a time was rocking with God, and then life happened. And we ain't saying it's right, but that's real.
Right.
Some people done experience great loss, and they like, man, God, what? You got people who have been hurt, done stepped in the church building, and was mishandled, and they like, I ain't going back. So then we know that that's not a representation of God, but that's what happened. So now they connect with what the people did to them. You know, that's God, and it's like, no, that's listen, we flawed. So I always tell people, like, listen, you ever catch me in an off moment, like, listen, that ain't got nothing to do with my father. Don't, because he looked, you know how, like, when you was coming up and you were showing off in public, and you're like, listen, you was raised right. What are you doing? Listen, it ain't got nothing to do with my father. Don't take it out on him, because it ain't got nothing to do with him. But that's what people do, and that's the misinterpretation. You know what I'm saying? Like, God is good, and God is always good. So if you ever, you know, yeah, and that's just bottom line. I mean, we're all flawed, and so, but some people have left the church. Not just left the church, but have left God. So again, when they see people just love it, you know what I'm saying? Right. People, and that's even think about how people try to steer people into God.
Come on now. You gotta let it flow.
Like, listen, it did not say, like, it literally said, for God so loved the world that He gave His only Son. Like, it's gonna be God's love that draws people to Him. Y'all trying to steer people out of hell. And listen, let's be real. Yeah. But no, like, that ain't how you start. That ain't how you come off. That's not going to draw. Y'all trying to make God out this monster. Like, listen, I think about, like, so we've all been in a relationship, right? Who wants to be? God is not trying to have people come to Him because they scared of Him. That's like, I think about, you know, you're with somebody, and the only reason why they stay with you because they scared to leave you. They scared to leave you. No, I want somebody to be with me because they want to be with me, and that's God. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, God don't want us scaring people and you better get right with God. Like, listen, show them His love, and that's planting the seed.
That's pressure. That's like even at my giveaways, right? Anybody like from Coatesville, Westchester to Chester, man. Like when I do giveaways, ain't nobody putting no pamphlets out, nobody doing all this crazy stuff. Like, nah, come here. This is a great time for the community. You know what I mean? And just like you said, people watch me. You know what I mean? Like the actions. Oh yeah, like versus what I say. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like they see my actions. Oh yeah, you see him always giving back to the community, embracing the community like that. Wow, and he always talking about God. So now they want to tap in. You know, I don't have to sit there and pressure nobody because that's not what you're supposed to do. You know, you gotta let people just, like, I'm telling you, listen, when it's time, listen, you know, you don't know when it's time, you know, so you gotta get a report with God. You gotta get a report with God, you know what I mean, and stay faithful. That's it.
And that's so true. But I'm wondering if there's somebody who's out there right now who wants to do the same thing that either of you are doing. What would your advice be to them to get them started off with it? And I'll start with you, DJ LA.
That's a great question.
Definitely is.
I would say this, you know, do whatever God called you to do. Because I think a lot of times, like, and even for myself, like getting into this Christian DJ thing, like there were other DJs I was following or like, oh, I should try to do. And then as I stopped doing them, I became more of me. So I would say just for starters, do whatever God called you to do and be wherever you called to be. So I would say, like, if you're really called to be a Christian DJ, you know, it's a ministry, man, in itself, because it's not just me pressing buttons. It's not just me mixing and all that. Like, it's a ministry. Like, you know, I'm an ordained minister. Like, so like outside of this, like I really am living his life. Like, so you gotta make sure your heart is right. You gotta make sure your mind stay right.
Right.
last thing, you know, me and my wife say this a lot. You know, you got to be a spiritual sniper. And what I mean is just like, you know, with a regular sniper, you always got to be on point and watch out for those different things that are coming at you and be able to execute when you hit your target. So I say that to say, like, for this Christian DJ thing, like, I'm real intentional about the artists that I play. Like, and I know some people may say, well, it's too much, but nah, like, it's called discernment. Like, so I make sure, I ain't gonna lie, I research all the artists. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about I look up their social security number and where they live. I'm not saying that, but I'm talking about, like, okay, are you on your, and let's be honest, social media is your telltale sign of who people really are. You can say what you want. It's not to say you're gonna know 100%, but it's a good sign of who you are because everybody put their business on social media at this point. I mean, you can find out everything. So what I kind of do is just say, okay, they're actually talking about God. I listen to their music. Okay, do they actually go to church? You know, do they talk about ministry in their podcast? Do they, you know, and again, I don't do it for every artist specifically, but more importantly, I just try to make sure that the music is actually talking about the Christian God. Because there's a lot of lukewarm Christian rappers out here who like, yeah, I'm a Christian, but but I'm more so rapper or vice versa. Like they just real like, listen, you're a Christian, be a Christian rapper. If that's not what you are, then don't even fool with it. Like, because I feel like that taints the lines for other people who are really trying to do this. So all in all, just follow what God called you to do and make sure you keep God first, man. Don't compromise. And I think that's the biggest thing that God has been showing me through this. When I stay humble, don't compromise, we're gonna get the glory.
Amen. Because when you're following his lead, he's never going to steer you wrong. So that's exactly what you're pointing out right there.
Yeah, that was actually really well put. LA, that's real rap, man. Like that's a good joint, man. That's facts. And as far as with me, I'm sorry, man, my fault. Yeah, you saying something? Okay.
Nope, you're good. Go ahead and answer.
Yeah. So far as like, as far as doing entrepreneur, it's not. You don't have to, or being like have your own nonprofit. You don't have to have $1 million. That's first and foremost. Or you ain't gotta have a lot of money, or like money prayer. You just gotta have a passion. You know, so if you want to do like work, like community work, working in the community, you just gotta have passion over anything. Don't think about no money. Don't think about no coming up. You know what I mean? Because when you do God's work, everything else that's going to come down the line. You know what I mean? So be all 100%, especially in this work, you gotta be 100% 10 toes down in this. Ain't no halfway step in this. I'm from the community where, though, I seen a lot of our people get in position and messed up, right, with the monies and everything like that. You're like, yo, what happened to that program? Yeah, you know what I mean? That program was just, that made pop, what happened? So I wanted to, like I said, to life to be different. Do the right thing. No shortcuts. You know what I mean? So avoid the shortcuts. You know what I mean? Give it your all, stay faithful, and give it to God, man. That's it. That's one thing I can tell you.
And that's good right there, too. And we all have that common denominator, putting God first. When you put him first in all things, everything falls in line for you. And
Sure.
that's even when it looks like it's impossible. When you're walking through that valley and you're putting him first, he will get you through to the other side. So it's just such a blessing hearing both of your testimonies that you came before us with tonight and speaking on how God's put you through some things so that you can get to where you are right now. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of it. So
that's true.
I'm just thinking of as far as like when both of you were even speaking, it's just knowing who you are and whose you are, knowing who you are as a child of God, and looking at how he's using each of you in these different ways. That it seems like you said, Tyrone, there's other agencies that may have been out there and they flopped. They may not have been built on what God wanted them to do, but you're putting God first, and you're not saying that you're a millionaire or anything like that to even be able to fund this thing. But he's making it happen for you because he's
making it happen for me. I'm telling you right now, he's making everything happen and making everything happen. Yep, he's telling me just sit back, just follow me. Just follow me. I'm following his plans. That's it. That's all I can do.
Yeah, because it's not our doing; it's his doing.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right. He's been showing up and showing out. I'm telling you.
Always, and he always will. And he's opening up doors for DJ LA as well. And he's going to continue opening up those doors when you're putting him first and foremost. He's always going to do it for you. And it's just truly a blessing just watching how he's working through each and every single one of us through each of our ministries that we're doing here. And now that we're all a family together, we're going to continue to grow together.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Doing the chain, linking the chain, putting that chain together, linking that chain together.
Piece by
piece. You know what I mean? Piece by piece. That's what it is.
Yep.
That's
That's what
facts.
we're gonna do.
Yeah.
So
Round table,
I hear
baby.
we got some music that we're gonna be blessed with this evening. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
Look at Tay. Right,
Let's go, LA.
Yes, hit us with some music. We want to hear it.
All right, so listen, before I play this song, let me give y'all the context of the song. So listen, everything I do is like intentional, man. And like I said, I was big into the party scene. And you know, I also rap too. Me and my wife, we got a Christian rap group. We got music on my YouTube as well. Our new name is called The Saved Soldiers, but you know, we just went by DJ LA. Her name is Jale. So yeah, we actually dropped our album back in what was that, July 28th. So we got music on there too. But this song is just me, and honestly, it's just a good feel-good song, a dance song, because I felt like and the testimony out of the song is funny. I DJ for this Christian high school in Delaware, and they wanted me to play whatever the line dance song. I can't even think of what it's called right now. But yeah, anyway, they wanted me to play it, and I told them no, I don't play any worldly music. And keep in mind, this is a Christian school, and they just was like, they wasn't arguing me about it, but like I had to explain why I wasn't playing that, and that really bothered me. I'm like, why am I even going through this right now? Like, this shouldn't even be a thing. Y'all should be happy that I'm not doing that. It's kids here. You know what I mean? The song wasn't bad. You know what I mean? It was just a line dance song. But I'm like, I'm doing everything intentional. But long story short, I was like, yo, what if I came up with our own Christian line dance? Like, just dance song. So I came out of that. And, you know, I really love, like, the Philly, Baltimore, Jersey clubs. Now, I love that my whole life. It's just kind of the music that I grew up on. So I said, what if I infused both of those things all into one and still kept it God-centered? And from there, we called it the Christ Vibe. Well, we actually dropped the video in July, so y'all can check that out. And yeah, it's dope. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it for y'all. It's called the Christ Vibe. You can listen to it on all major platforms. And yeah, have fun and dance. I'm gonna get it play it. 1 second. If I known this, I could have mixed for y'all.
That'd have been good. That'd been crazy.
All right, here we go.
It's DJ LA.
Hold up, you a Christian DJ?
Yes, sir.
I got this new dance for y'all. It's called the Christ Vibe. They got a little dance to it, and we turn it up for Jesus.
3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Tambourine clap. Hey, 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 hey. Work it out to the right. Hey, 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 hey. Work it out to the left. Hey, 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 hey. Slide. Get your praise on. Hey, 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 hey. Now rock it out. Hey. Now rock it out. Now rock it out. Now rock it out. Now rock it out. Let's go. This is the Christ Vibe dance. Let's go. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Tambourine clap. Hey, 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 hey. Break it out to the right. Hey, 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 hey. Work it out to the left. Hey, 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 hey. Slide. Get your praise on. Hey, 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 hey. Now rock it out. Hey, now rock it out. Now rock it out. Now rock it out. Now rock it out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Tambourine clap. Hey, hey, hey,
Christ vibe, y'all. Y'all can watch the video. Listen,
That's dope. Let's go, man.
appreciate it,
That's
bro.
crazy. That's crazy, yo. I like it, bro.
Yes, that's good. We were jamming to that at the worship last
Right, I was just saying, not to make
Yeah,
y'all jealous, but me and May had the privilege of we got to do it, okay, and it was lit.
that's crazy.
Yes, definitely fire.
I was
But
on
no,
live. Everybody was like, "Where are y'all at?"
Yo, the cha-cha ain't got nothing on that. I'm telling you right now. The cha-cha ain't got nothing on that. That's
Listen,
fact.
it was dope seeing
No.
everybody. It for me, and I'll say this humbly, it was dope when you was, because when I was coming up with this song and just trying to figure it out, like making sure it was right, and then just to see the people of God enjoying it, like I'm just sitting back watching, just seeing the fruits of my labor. I'm like, yo, see what happens. Imagine if I'm like, no, I don't know, but like just seeing everybody just enjoy themselves, and it was like nobody was high, nobody was drunk, nobody wasn't doing nothing unholy. People was
Right.
just having
Yeah,
see doing the dance. I was just so happy, man. I was just like, yo, this is dope. This is fun.
that's crazy. Yep,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah,
And
keep
that's-
going, bro. Keep
that's-
going, man.
Yeah. And what you describing, like those are those moments when you like, you know, I'm so glad God I went with you. Like, because like you said, sometimes like I don't know how this gonna turn out. And then when you're blessed to see the outcome, it's like, yo, God, I'm so glad you helped me go with you, because let's be real. Like he gotta help us, you know, with
Yep.
that, guys. But it be so worth it. Like, cause it be such an unexplainable stuff. But hold on, real quick, we gotta backtrack. How you just so calmly, right, just threw in there that like you and your wife have like a whole CD. Like it is like wait a minute, like you got a group going on, you got a whole CD out here. We need you to run that big and like tell us how we get this. 'Cause, yeah, hold on. Shout out to the missus, okay?
Yeah, shout out to the wifey Jalay. Shout out to the wifey Jalay. Yeah, it's crazy. So before we got saved, we used to drink, we used to get high, we used to rap. We both came from a background of like just rapping and being into, you know, just all the rap DVDs. You know, she's originally from East Orange, New Jersey. And obviously I'm from Chester. I done lived all over Delaware, Wilmington. So, you know, we were big on, you know, Beat Mill, Beanie and all them. And surprisingly up there in that northern part of New Jersey, she was big on state property too. So anyway, we used to just freestyle and do all of that. So eventually when we got saved, you know, obviously we let a lot of that stuff go, right? But sometimes we would joke around, or like we would just put on beats and then rap. And then we decided, we was just like, I'm gonna be honest with you. And it wasn't like a competitive thing or just like judging people's gift, but honestly, just the Christian rap we were hearing at that time, we just didn't feel like they were representing the body of Christ thoroughly. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I just like, what I mean is, it just sound lukewarm. It just sound like they might say God here and there. It just didn't even sound like they were Christian rappers. And I'm like, if you're gonna do the gift, you have this gift and God has given it to you. Why not minister for real, for real? So we didn't necessarily do it to prove people that they were terrible or anything like that, but we were just like, God, you know, we've given us this gift and this platform, so we decided to do it that way. And you know, we did the whole album. I pretty much produced it. We purchased some of the beats, and we did all our music, just like that. And then we kind of ministered from the heart what God had given us. I'll share this as a testimony to keep people encouraged. On the day we dropped our album, well, me and my wife were actually expecting at that time. And before that, we had lost a child, and then God had given us another child, you know, in her womb. The day we dropped our album, her pretty much she went into labor. She was only 5 months. So the day we were actually going our way to actually do the album release, as we're getting ready to go, she's like, yeah, I think my water broke. Something's going on. Long story short, we ended up losing the baby that day. And it was a heartbreaking moment, right? Imagine you dropping a music album for God, like, you know, the album was called God Is on the Move. We got our shirts on, like, you know, we've invited people to come, and then that happened. And, you know, I'm sharing this testimony with y'all just to understand that, like, I was broken because I'm like, God, I'm doing all this for you, and you allowed it to happen, but God allowed it to happen to really make us stronger and grow stronger in my faith. You know what I mean? It was a tough time. So that being said, that's how the group came. And then yeah.
Awesome, man. That's dope. That's deep, man.
Yeah.
That's deep, man. Telling you, but that's deep, man. I'm just and what it is like with your craft, you got a story behind it, man. I just hit different when you got a story behind your craft, you know. So, yeah, I mean, major shout out, major love and respect for you and your wife for that. You know what I mean? And you know, and everything you guys overcame, you know, you guys together in this, and you're expressing God love and black love as well, all at once.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like it's not real. God don't put you in positions just for it to be a breeze. I feel like you really doing stuff for God. Like the Bible talks about trials and tribulations, but the question is to a lot of people, are you really able to handle it? So it's just like going through all that. Then the next month we were actually ordained ministers. I understand why God did it, because it's just like I can't call you to another level if I can't trust you with what I gave you. So
Amen.
Deep.
That's so true. And it made me just think of John 16:33, where you were talking about the trials and tribulations that you were going through. But Jesus said, take heart because I have overcome. And look at the level that he's taking you to right now, and your faithfulness and your endurance. And then it's not only just you, it's with your wife as well. He's building you up to build that kingdom and showing others things that you have gone through, and you're still going through it, but you're overcoming that, and you're building off of what he's putting before you, and you're not giving up. And that's just your faith journey. Like he says, I'm the vine, you are the branch, and you're drawing near to him, and he's drawing nearer to you, and he's building you completely up. And I'm just proud of you. That's a blessing. I love your
Definitely,
testimony.
definitely.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we close, yeah, and stuff like that. When you hear stuff like that, people see stuff like that is a testament of the realness of God. Because there is nothing, nobody else can get somebody to certain things, right? There are just some things, there's sometimes, then that's like those real life shaking moments. But when you see somebody still going, like, you know what I mean? Still going, still pressing, still proclaiming, the name of the Lord. That's how you know it's real. That's how you know God's real. Because what other explanation could it be but that God is real? And so, like, maybe, like, just prayers to life, and commending y'all for still sticking with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing, because and holding on to that faith, because when you see that, again, that's hope for somebody else. That's hope. And so even thank you for sharing that, right? Because that's the power of testimony. Because somebody else is going through, not even, it was similar, same, or just another tough time, and they on the brink of giving up. You know what I mean? Or they on the brink of, like, man, but then they hear something like that, and it makes them, even if it's some curious. You see what I'm saying? So, like, thank you for sharing it, because, like, you know, there's that Bible that we overcome by the testimony of our lips. But I know that others overcome by the testimony, by our testimony. So, you sharing that, like, bless somebody, because that's not easy to do. But God is faithful. God is faithful, and even when we don't understand everything, but thank God for, like, even what you said, like, to even be able to, and again, we know that's God to say, yeah, I was hurt, but I understand, and it don't, and I understand don't always mean, and I like what happened. No, but that's that acknowledging. But I mean, you still good. You're still good. You know, even in the midst of, and when He shows you why, you know what I'm saying? When He shows you why, it's like, and I thank you, God, and I thank you anyway. So yeah, thank
No, it's no problem. I feel like
you.
the only way people really gonna really get saved for real is if we real. You know what I mean? I'm really not into the whole playing church and playing politics. I mean, what you see on screen, the same way Offspring. I try to be honest and just real as I possibly can. We all got flaws, but I feel like if we not gonna be real, then what are we honestly doing? And I feel like that's why a lot of people have turned away from church because people not real. Like, yeah, the Holy Spirit is powerful. Like, I'm not doubting anything God can do, but our flesh sometimes can get in the way of things, and we human. So we just gotta be real. And God is really, he put me in that position. So I'm gonna share my testimony because I feel like you said, somebody might be blessed by it. I still get blessed, but I'm thinking about it now, just like just everything that I've been through this year. It's crazy, man. How I started off, because that was pretty much the beginning of the year, starting off like that. You know what I mean? But it happened for a reason. So I just, I ain't gonna say I thank God that it happened in regards to that, but I thank God the overall situation of him bringing me out and just getting me to see his glory in it all, and just just helping me to be a stronger servant of him, man. So thank you for sharing, being able to share.
Yeah, and what you said, man, that word, like you said, and I'm so with you, and I say like 2,000%. It's us being real. It's us being real, like you said. Absolutely, God is good, and the power of the Holy Spirit is something you can't even put into words. Yet, you got some believers that will hear people share things, but that God, yes, He is. But like you said, we humans, and we still feel. We still out here feeling and dealing, right? Thank God. We even that verse that May said, in this world, Jesus told us we're going to have trials and tribulations, just like an unbeliever, just like the world. The only difference is, right, we know where to go to, so we go through it differently. But when people share things and people just, and I'm not saying don't quote scripture, that's not what I'm saying, but like you said, the church stuff, you know what I'm saying, that the church, when somebody's going through something and you just throwing up scriptures at it, you see what I'm saying? Like, somebody just told you they experienced anxiety, somebody just told you I'm hurt, somebody just told you I'm whatever, and you disregarding what they're saying. He didn't, she didn't say God wasn't good and God wasn't able. You see what I'm saying? And that's how people turn people off from God. God is not mad when we like, God, this hurt. God, this is real. If we portray to the world like, oh, I'm a believer and I never am sad and nothing bothers me, how believable is that? And I'm not helping anybody out front. I'm not helping anybody out by fronting, by seeing this happening. No, being real. This happened and I'm hurt to my core. But you know what? But God, like. So yeah, I'm so with you, and I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I have to catch myself, because those are those moments when I get like irritated a little bit. When like I said, that disregard and almost that kind of fronting. Well, I always trust in the Lord, and we all have moments, and it's not because we don't think God is good. It's not because you ain't got faith. We all have moments of fear and doubt, and if you say that you don't, you're not human, and you are. Like that, and you're not helping anybody, because I think about even how, I'm all about transparency, obviously with wisdom and discernment. You don't just be telling everybody everything. But how do you make the believer, because you almost make people feel that they're not saved, because it's like, oh, you're a believer, you're not supposed to be anxious about anything. No, he didn't say we wasn't going to get anxious. He said, listen, you don't have to be anxious, what he was saying, because I got you. So when somebody's expressing, again, these hard times, and I'm feeling this and I'm dealing with this, but you know that you're almost, I remember me almost feeling like, well, am I doing it wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong for being afraid? Am I wrong for this? Am I wrong for feeling? And no, we're not. No, we're not. Like, so I am all about transparency and being real, because that's what's going to bless God. To the person that's addicted to drugs, to the person that's still smoking and drinking, right? It's not going to do them so good for me to get on here like I was born saved, always been saved, and all of that, and I'm just, no, it took work to get here, and God is still working, because then you make people feel like they're too dirty to get clean. Like, no, I was dirty too, but you can get clean. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, again, just thank you for that.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yep.
Amen. You made me think about with Peter, like, you know what I mean, and Jesus told him, like, after the pretty much the crow cocked 3 times, you gonna deny me, and he didn't believe it. And just think about it, you around Jesus himself, I mean, all powerful, you seeing all this stuff, like, and not to say we don't see it, but just imagine at that time you seeing it, like, for real, firsthand, you know what I mean? Just straight from heaven, you know what I mean? Again, it's not to say it don't happen now, but just at that time, seeing all of that, and you still be fearful. I mean, you with Jesus himself. So for people to act like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm good, ain't nothing, don't never phase me. Man, listen, sometimes, you know what I mean? What the Bible say, like, weapons will form, but they won't prosper, you know what I mean, as long as you're according to God's will. So we just gotta understand, we gotta be strong in God, man. We have to really be strong and be intentional about how we serve God. I understand when those things come, they may form, may happen, it may get in your mind. There's all the time, sometimes I may get anxious or fearful, but I just have to remember that God is more powerful than that. So that's good what you said, bro.
Amen to that. And that's part of walking in the authenticity that he has for us. Because when we're walking in our realness of him, he appears. He shows up all the time, regardless of how we're looking at it. Yeah.
Listen, y'all done brought me so much peace. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm listening, y'all just talking. I'm just like, I feel totally different than how I got on here. I wasn't necessarily stressed out, but just tired from my day and just all that. I'm so much peace right now. Thank y'all for having me on. I'm sitting back just listening to y'all minister. Thank you.
Yeah, for real. This is turning into a church. It's turning to church. I'm telling you right now, it's shifted. Everything's shifted.
But this, I mean, both of y'all coming on.
Yeah, thank you. And this is, humbly, this is why we do it. Like, seriously, like, I'm not even a camera person, like, at all. May knows it's funny, because I repeat this so much, but like, I'm not no talk in front of no camera type person today. Like, I don't like the spotlight. But like she said, like, God gave us both a snippet of a vision, and then at some point he brought that thing all the way, like, showed the full thing, and I'm like, God, if it's gonna bless somebody, if it's gonna bring you glory, then, like, I put my little stuff to the side, because so this is why we do it, like, so that people can not be blessed because of anything that we say, but thank God, but so that somebody can be blessed in front of God.
Yep.
But yeah, this is amazing as always. We really, 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 really thank y'all so much. Especially on a Friday night.
Friday night.
when you done all week long, and you still decide to come on here and give your time. We appreciate y'all tremendously. Again, do not forget to go follow these amazing gentlemen on their platform. I do believe they're both y'all both on Facebook and Instagram. Yeah. DLA, he got a YouTube channel. Listen, go like, share, subscribe. Maggie, with that being said, give them a follow, plug around table.
Yeah, so like Sis said, y'all gotta go and follow these two gentlemen. We're gonna get their links and put them up on the page here so that you can go and follow them if you're not already. But then in closing, my verse that I have for you gentlemen comes from Matthew 5:16, where it says, "In the same way, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven." That makes me think of both of you and all of the good work that you're doing within our communities. Again, not just locally, but you're making things happen. Y'all said as far as Haiti, you're doing Africa. So y'all are making things happen worldwide, and it's for the goodness and the glory of God. So thank you so much for everything that you're doing, and keep doing it. And we're all going to link up again real soon for something good for all of y'all. And I thank all of our viewers for tuning in with us. Our newbies that may have tuned in, keep on coming back to us 2nd and 4th Fridays, 7 p.m. And like us on our YouTube channel and follow us here on Facebook. God bless each and every single one of you. And thank you again, gentlemen, for joining us tonight.
You're so welcome.
Yes, yes. And y'all be on the lookout of the round table kickback that we gonna have, right? Cause like it's gonna happen for sure. So we love y'all. Y'all having an amazing night. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Love y'all. Y'all have an amazing weekend. Be safe.
Bye-bye. Peace.